Spinal cord injury is devastating. For the average person, it looks like a person is stuck in a wheelchair, and you might give that a glimpse. It's a little bit awkward to look at someone in a wheelchair, but how bad can it be to be in a wheelchair? The answer is there is so much loss of all the functions that we take for granted. We take the control of our bowel function, bladder function, sexual function, temperature control, blood pressure control. We take these things for granted. Spinal cord injury, those things are no longer in control. So the theory of how it works, this technology works, is that after a spinal cord injury, many people still have very small number of nerve fibers going from the brain down to the spinal cord. But after the injury, the spinal cord locks itself down, so it can no longer respond to those very faint signals that are still coming through. And the very faint signals anyway are not enough to activate the spinal cord. The theory underlying this technology is it raises this threshold, so the spinal cord is now able to hear very, very faint signals from the brain. Those very faint signals are enough then to start to drive some function. You're elevating the spinal cord's receptiveness to those signals, and so now the brain and the spinal cord, are beginning to talk to each other, and from there on in, it's up to the patient to do the hard work required to allow the brain and spinal cord to redevelop their connectivity and their functionality.
That's what's impressed me, again, the human story.
It's unbelievable.
The extraordinary internal strength that I don't have, but that they do.
When you say, and that's part of it, like you say, you don't have it. I wonder if I would have it, but what is extraordinary is you see the best of humanity come out in so many people, and the strength of character that people have to take themselves through, not to mention the families and the support networks and the doctors and it's just extraordinary support. Networks also have to go through all of this. Many parents who have a child go through this, it's almost like a death when it first happens, and then they've got to learn to live with it. What happens in science and technology, the first step is the demonstration of a proof of principle that something never thought possible can occur. What we're seeing here has never been thought possible. A person with a spinal cord injury is always told, you will never walk again. Almost immediately when they're in the hospital. They're given that message, and they're told that message for a particular reason. And that reason being, you don't want to give them false hope, and they've got to learn to live with that spinal cord injury. We've still got to take the technology through a few more steps to get it to the point where we can actually roll it out. We still need to understand a lot about the where, the what, the who, the why, and the when. Basically, we've got a lot of research still to do, and we will be taking the technology and the science forward to bring about recovery that's never before seen, and we want to take it to the next level. Our goal is, no question, we want to achieve full cure.
Hello, I'm Charles Wooley. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.